If I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Oh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this. Shit! You okay? That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What? You'd be dead if my mom hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on, roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Now, let me see. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way. You ever hear about the North Pole?
Huh. That old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old-timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here. You think people actually live like this?
Oh, not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I'd never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life.
Yeah.
Locked.
Great. Ugh, we can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go. There's gotta be another way through.
It's about time.
What took you?
Hey, look at this. What happened to these poor bastards? Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between us. Over here.
this is bad.
This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say.
All right.
Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the
The way.
Oh, that was rough.
I'm, starting to think looking for this ward
isn't such a good idea.
Guess the deadwood ain't all gone after all.
No.
Ain't no way the ward's real.
Not with a nest like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out.
Here they come.
This is not happening. Not happening. No! Not today, assholes! Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah,
It's not far from here, but the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Something's here. The dead would know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
You okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So,
It's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy? More or less.
Whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Cass,
Ooh, that looks like root rot. I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone.
We need to get her to ward, and quick. Doctor, there's our only chance. We better get moving, or we lose the light. Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. He must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that, well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you. Something on your mind, Traveler? Hey, I'm just glad we got to you, when we did. You stirred up quite a deadwood nest. I haven't seen that many in one place for a long time. Oh, that was Wally. He gave us a heads up someone was coming. Then Clementine was the one that found you. They got a kind of, a root sense, I guess. And we figured where there were root gatherings, someone was likely to be in trouble. And there you were. Wallace, he has a way of seeing things. Always has. Wally's been with the ward since he was just a kid, and his seeing has saved a lot of lives. He's a good kid. Oh, The kind I'm damn grateful I don't, to be honest. He sees like the root. Sees what they see sometimes. The past, the future. Whew. All that knowing. It's a lot for someone to carry. You should ask him if you want to know more. I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the founder, they kinda put me in charge. Maybe no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but the ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever it takes to keep these folks safe. Oh, thanks. I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves. I'm just trying to live right. I reckon she learned it from the founder. He's been around for ages. Though he ain't much for leading himself. Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, that she's gone before he is. Yeah, but when our last hope fails, another must take its place. She used to say that, too. I couldn't say. Commander used to talk about him like he was dead and gone before I was born. You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot. I usually leave storytelling to Reggie. Or if you want some really wild tales, try Mudtooth. Now there's an old-timer who can twist a yarn. Incredible, isn't she? No one really understands how she does it, not even her. But the feel in the air after she blasts them like that, it's electric. Like the sun after a storm. She's something special, traveler. And no small part of how we're as safe as we are. Between me and... I don't... well, yeah, I mean, everyone cares about Clementine, right? I'm just... I don't... Have you ever met anyone like her, traveler? Because I haven't. Like, I haven't always been the bravest guy around, you know, but the way she fights for folks, no matter what it takes out of her, it makes me want to do better. I kind of want to make her proud, you know? I guess you could say she's my inspiration, maybe? Oh, but don't tell her I said that, though. Make yourself at home, traveler. We're all family here. Stay safe, traveler.
Here some days.
You should talk to Ford.
Nothing's going on.
They don't call him the founder for nothing.
Boring, if you ask me.
Why don't you take a break?
I'd like a little more adventure in my life.
Thanks. What are you gonna do with myself?
I wonder how Riggs is doing. He's not stopped by in a while.
Doesn't make sense. Have you fought any Deadwood? I wanna, but Pa says they ain't around no more.
You wanna take a walk down on the shore sometime?
The ocean's so beautiful. So peaceful. I love it.
So, you wanna go?
Brad and I used to walk there. No, I don't think I could do it again. You know, you remind me so much of him.
You mean Brad?
My brother, actually. Though now that you mention it, you remind me of Brad too.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad. You think the root are really gone for good?
Dunno. But I don't think it matters. We gotta find joy where we can, while we can.
You ever wonder if all this is, like, a dream or something?
What do you mean?
Like, none of this, what happened to us, to the world, is actually real.
Oh, I don't know. That sounds a little far-fetched.
You think the root are really gone for good?
Dunno. But I don't think it matters. We gotta find joy where we can, while we can. You know, you remind me so much of him.
You mean Brad?
My brother, actually. Though now that you mention it, you remind me of Brad too.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad.
You don't talk much about life before the ward. What you did and all.
Oh, it was a hard time, I guess. I done some things I weren't proud of.
I'm sure you did the best you could. We all did. You ever climbed to the top of that tower in the city? It's so beautiful. You can see everything.
Do you want to go up there and show me?
I don't know. Brad was the one who knew the way.
Hey, you're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time. She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you. Like what? Listen, I don't care what you two are. I'm just saying, don't lose it, whatever it is. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know. What's on your mind, Sunshine? What are you trying to say, Sunshine? Well, no need for that. You know how a doctor gets good at her craft? Study gives you head knowledge, a necessary start. But it don't make you good. You learn a thing by doing it over and over again. For me, that means people who need my help. The more people there are suffering, the better I get at healing them. And Sunshine, I'm the best damn doctor for miles. My grandfather, he'd been treating folk his whole life, nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it. He was. He helped more people in his long life than you and I have ever even met. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa. Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's? Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how. There's plenty if you know what to look for. Most of the basic meds are long gone, but there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own. A treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. I don't know where he started, but I reckon every treatment within 100 miles of here is derived directly from his work. You can thank him that your friend is still alive. Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Couldn't do much for her except ease her going. The folks around here thanked him for it. Made us part of the ward and all. Need anything else, Sunshine? Well, all right. All right. Knock yourself out. See you around.
Looking for Ford? He's over in the warehouse. I'm sure he's got something going on.
Always does.
Audrey, I've been meaning to tell you something.
You sounded so much like Brad just now.
I
Saw a bird this morning.
the seagull. Or something.
Always talking about getting out of here.
Looking for Ford? He's up top in that warehouse over there.
It's easy to get turned around here. If you're looking for Ford, he's just up the stairs in the warehouse.
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Or you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help. I have been known to tell a story or two. Though old Mudtooth does give me a run for my money. Or did you mean that I collect the stories? 'Cause I do that too. And I'd love to hear your tale, traveler. Oh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story. What brought you out here? I hear that. Why, if half of old Mudtooth's tales are true, the world used to be a hell of a lot more connected. It's past time we took that back from the root, too. You're in the right place, traveler. How about your friend? How'd you meet her? So you owe her a debt? Or maybe you paid it off by getting her here. Hey, what do I know? I tell you what, though, ain't no logic keeping tabs with people's lives. We look out for each other because we're human, yeah? It's the only way that makes sense to me. The only thing that makes humanity worth being around. Speaking of your friend, I heard she came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there? Son of a gun. Those sneaky bastards just don't know when to quit. And I'm real sorry to hear that, traveler. It must have been one hell of an experience. I'm glad you made it. Well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nastier things here, believe me. I reckon she'll come through just fine. What about you? What do you hope to find out here? You're a good friend, traveler. I hope you stick around. This town could use folks like you. So now I've got a measure of you. Is there anything I can do for you? You might find some of these useful. Take care now, traveler.
Well, hey, get away from my stew!
Oh, it's you.
Oh, nonsense.
I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute. And all that. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you, huh? Well, shoot, traveler, I might have some answers for you. Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth, and ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course, but that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me, and that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, young'un, what'll it be? Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac, you might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. Anywho, I was living by myself when my boy Bravis showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to being around folks again. Well, Bravis, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh? That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet? That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My stories and my stew. Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's certain. Huh. Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping. You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? You heard about the old wards, right? Hell, you should have. You're on top of one. The wards were where the root were born. Government experiments, you understand. Well, the oldest one, Ward Goose Egg it's called, was where it all started. And that's where it was worst, see? So this mad scientist by the name of, let me see now, what was his name? Leto was his name. He says there's only one way we can stop what we made and save the world. So he flies his heliopopper. They flew back in those days, see, that's what they were built for. And he looks down at the ward where the root are pouring out like ants. He says, blow that sucker up. And boy, they did. Blew the whole damn thing. Didn't stop the root, though. I mean, obviously. Don't think I told you this one yet. You want to know the truth about young Bo over there? To start off with, the boy ain't all that young. I mean, sure, he ain't nothing to old Mudtooth, but ain't a lot of folks around who remember him as a boy no more. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you. Bo Ward, he made a deal with the Wanderer. Don't believe me? It was Bo who met the Wanderer at old Ward 10 and 3. And it was Bo who took him over to that Ward Goose Egg, the one where the root started. And he won't admit it, but it was Bo what rescued Clementine and shut the door on the dead wood for good. The boy's more than he tells, and a good deal more than he knows. roots. Why else would folks around here put him in charge of everything? Ah, here's a good one. Crazy 8 traveled a lot after leaving Sanctuary. Came to this one town named Ghostwell. No, Oak Hole. No, wait. It was Swan Creek. Swan Creek, I'm sure of it. Anyway, this Croakswell town didn't take kindly to strangers, and that sure as hell meant us. We stayed anyway, of course. Brought 'em good scrounge, we did. Nobody scavenged like the Crazy 8. And there was this girl, smartest damn girl you ever met. Her old man, though, he didn't like us one bit, especially me. So one day, there's a banging on our doorstep. I open the door, and the girl's old man clocks me with the butt of his shotgun. Knocked out one of my teeth, he did. Then he points the gun in my face and starts shouting, "Which one of you assly holes got her in the family way?" he says. "I know it was one of you." Well, I ain't gonna argue with a man behind a gun. So I looks around, sees my tooth in the mud, and says, "Mudtooth, he's the one you're after." And off he ran after someone who don't exist. Or didn't exist, I guess. We ditched Ghost Crack that day, but the name came with me. And that's the story of how Brabus was born. Except he weren't born yet, was he? Not born then. The other thing. Conceptualized. You won't believe this one, but you should. You met old Wally yet? The boy ain't right, but not in a mudder way. He just ain't right. Talks to the root, he says. I reckon I know why, too. I ain't never told him this, but I was there at his birth. Hoo-hoo! Don't believe me? You wouldn't be the first. But it's true. Why, I was there when he just pausing for drama, see? Don't believe me? Ha! You wouldn't be the first, but it's true. That boy Wally was born under a blood moon. Always strange, they say. Harbinger of changeification and whatnot. I heard him cry out his first breath. I did, and I says to myself, that ain't natural. Like the squall of some blackbird. Caw! Oh, don't tell him I said it. He wouldn't believe it anyway. Or maybe he would, come to think of it. You talked to him yet? Boy ain't right. Here's a good one. Long time ago, when I was just 10 years old or so, I moved to a place called Sanctuary. Sanctuary was true to its name. It was a place where folks came to be free from the dead wood, to protect each other. A lot like this place. Boy, Sanctuary had everything. Folks there had working engines and roads filled with fruit trees. But Sanctuary had this one thing I ain't never seen since. They called them movers, and I can still see them in my mind. See, they'd hook up this battery, right? Only it weren't storing power, but stories. They'd hook it up to a wheel and a light, and bam! Whole worlds just show up on the wall. Talking rabbits and stuttering pigs and this one real surly duck. Maybe it's something like Ford's old crystals. Except you couldn't walk into the movers. Believe me, I tried. Nah, they just played for you, sound and all. transporting you to another place. Maybe that's where I got my love of stories, huh? Never really thought about it till now. Good tales, like a good stew. You should only need a bowl or two to keep you going a while. Too much, and you'll get sick of it. We'll talk again later, friend. Rest assured. You came to the right place, traveler. I'm always here to answer them, if you got them. Why, sure, but it ain't ready just yet. The lunch rush today was something fierce, I tell you. But I'll have some for you quicker than you can say crazy eight. Well, maybe not that quick. I done already said it, didn't I? Just come back in a while, I'll be sure to save you a bowl. Just come back in a while. I'll be sure to save you a bowl. I'll be seeing you then.
Ford? Oh, wish I had half the wherewithal of that old man. He's got no qualms about, leaving town at the drop of a hat. Anyway, if you're looking for him, he's over in the warehouse.
I see you, traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for, though he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know, and you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to. Yep. That makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Until next time.
discussion. You're staying, and that's fine. You told me already.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot. And I'm not your child.
Well, ain't you a right
You don't
mother?
have authority over me.
Traipsing in here like you own the
This
place.
town needs you. You can't go wandering off after something that
That boy what talks to the
not
root?
even exists.
I don't trust Wally with a hot meal.
What have you been doing the
But I
last
also
100
ain't
years,
dumb enough to
then, huh?
cross him.
What the hell
I
are
don't
you
reckon
doing
he
right
was any
now?
more specific.
That's different.
Right.
trying to fix
Well, the boy's
things.
crazy, but he ain't
You
stupid.
wrote when you tried to
I
play
can see
God.
your gear
That was
is,
hard. I was just following
lacking,
orders.
to
I
say the
didn't-
least. If
Oh,
he
it
asks,
makes it okay.
tell him I gave you
You know how
this.
many people died because
No
you
charge.
just followed me?
Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I
You
don't
think I don't
send you over
remember
to
that
him
every
next, isn't he?
goddamn day?
Fine.
Trying to
Go
make
see
things
Riggs
right
then.
here.
Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Damn hypocrite, Ford. If I leave, it's my fault. But you didn't break the world. You didn't run after a pipe dream. You didn't abandon your family a dozen times over.
Look, I've made a lot of mistakes. I admit that. But it's because of those mistakes that I'm telling you not to do the same thing.
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxel-Tech faces. Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxel-Tech apart without hoof and horn. I am Thaisrak Thadwell. My Paxel-Tech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxel-Tech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair. Ah, yes. Farewell. What aid can Dwell provide? Of course. Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns. The Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be. Alas, it is not. Long and long have the Immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came, what Paxel-Tech call the Root. When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the dog is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief. Ah, the Paxel-Tech Fort, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here. Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxel-Tech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same crystals I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxel-Tech, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford. And the Ford freed Dwell and many others. Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues. Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless, perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue. Gems, refined from a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners, but the Gull are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons, or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential. All crystals are special. A crystal is order, perfection from husk to heart. Some crystals split light, others, like stones used to bring me here, can bridge worlds. These crystals carry power within them. Some Pan believe them to be divine, but this power is merely the interaction of the crystal's harmony with the chaos of the world. As the Ahane have done for ages, I refine the crystal to magnify its harmony and focus its power. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Of course. Ah, yes. You must return soon.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Yeah, that sounds like Travis. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment. So long. What can I do for you? What'll it be? You know where to find me.
I swear to God and my mother.
Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way. Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Hello, traveler. How's everything? Yeah, people here are friendly if you give them a chance. Good luck.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the traveler, of course. Wallace said yes. Right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. in the flesh. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources, and then we'll get into it in earnest. Who, specifically? Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old. Not quite. Clementine spent a long time away, keeping strange company. Something like that will change you. Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Ha! Want some intel, huh? Here now, traveler. You look like someone preparing for a journey. I won't lie. That's exactly the kind of scrapper I need. I've got some business to take care of down in the old ward. And I was hoping you'd be up for helping me. Talk to Riggs first. Get some weaponry. Then meet me down by the ward gate. And we'll talk more.
I'm not talking about this right now.
Anything you need? So long.
You look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me? Right. Let's see what dangers still lurk in the old ward. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since.
Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
Stones?
The world stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know everything there was to know about them. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So yeah, we opened the door and walked through.
Something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe, but yeah, the route found a way. After that, well, we all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it? That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Is that
the World Stone? Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what, exactly?
Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Clementine! Don't let go! Stop slipping! Don't let it take me!
Clementine! Shit! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't you do it! Oh, this is so stupid. Clementine! Ford! Shit. Where are you guys? This is all insane. Both the crystal and Ford. I better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
What is this? Not Drazier. Some work of that damn custodian. No. Something else. A sentient thing. We bled ourselves in search of you. Yet here, at the end of all things, you have found us. Sought, but did not see. Or perhaps I refuse to see. Years of reflection have laid bare miracles in my mind that I never dreamed possible. Yet some things remain out of reach. Tell me, my world, precious Nerud, what has become of it? And yet you commune with me now through the speaker's pulpit. Pray tell me, how did you come by this world? No, do not answer. I see it now, at the edge of my mind. But I dare not know it. You and I share this much in common then. We are cut off from our people, and we share a similar end. Mine lies in Alepsis Torah, while yours... No. To speak it is to change it. Already it shifts. Rest assured, our fates bind us together. So I ask a favor, and will offer one in return. On the surface of this world lie several chambers that were shielded, as I was, from the cruelty of Alepsis Torah. These chambers bear the soul sparks of the Drazier, our last remaining legacy. Find them and bring them to me, but not here, not to this contemptible chamber in which you now reside. You must find me in the flesh. My temple can be found within the wastes above. Look for the all-seeing eye of the astropaths. Bring me the soul sparks, and we will speak further. Ask then. You have seen what remains of my world. Nothing lives save you and I. You will not find what you seek here. Pride. We scrape the heavens for answers, as if it owed us an explanation. In our thirst for answers, we doomed ourselves. Alepsis Torah consumed us and spat out the remains. Not you, what you represent. Life beyond our own. We could not accept that we were alone. We searched for eons. We found nothing. The entire universe, a sea of lifeless rocks. Yet, at the heart of it all, Alepsis Torah. And within that fathomless void, order, intelligence, life. Enough. You must seek the soul sparks. Nothing else matters. Too much time has passed, and the fate of Nerud draws ever closer. With respect, Magister, Everything that remains of the Drazier lies within this chamber. The utility of these records is debatable. Very well. You pursue your given purpose as I pursue my own. I can hardly fault you for that. I will indulge. What is Ellipsis Torah? Those who might have attained first-hand knowledge have been swallowed by it. But I too have seen it. In what way is available to me. Within your body, the paths of blood vessels, no matter where you start or which direction you take, all lead to the same point. A singular, beating heart. So it is with Ellipsis Torah. It is the beating heart of the universe. But it is so much more. There is the taste of artifice about it. With intelligence. Perhaps Ellipsis Torah is that intelligence, or perhaps it is merely an agent of it. I know not for certain. I do know there is volition behind it. The Drazier were born of this volition as light is born from a star. Yet now, as the universe grows dark and cold, that intelligence has no further need for us. We are to be undone, not destroyed. Indeed, this intelligence bears little thought toward us at all. It will simply cease, like a dream upon waking, as though we were never real to begin with. That is, if we do nothing, or if the custodian has his way, we will jump back into that beast and be consumed like our brethren. But I have another way. The Ambit Ember has shown me everything. I know how to preserve the Drazier, no matter what the custodian or Ellipsis Torah might do. Enough! We should begin immediately. Awaken the others. The shields of this chamber will have spared them the horrors of Ellipsis Torah, as they did for you and I. Bring them before me, one by one. I will explain to each what I have seen. I will explain what must be done, and one by one, they will make a choice. And when I have spoken with the last, then you too will come to me, Magister, and you too will make a choice.
Hey, more bad news. Well, at least that's over. Whew, boy. This isn't looking good. That was rough. How unexpected. Nerud spent eons searching for life,
Yet now, of all times, you come to Nerud on your own. I have much I wish to know. But there is a more pressing task at hand. I need your help. I am the custodian, placed by the Drazir to manage and care for Nerud. One task yet remains to me, but an obstacle stands in my way. I believe you may be the solution to this obstacle. The obstacle is known as Talratha. He possesses knowledge that I require in order to save Nerud and what remains of the Drazir. Against all reason, he opposes what I am trying to do. I cannot act without him, but I must act. I need you to find him, extract his echo, and return it to me. Unfortunately, there is only one way. You will have to dispose of Talratha. There is no other way. He has chosen his life above all others, forcing me to make a difficult decision. Unfortunately, I cannot reach him. Only you can. To save Nerud, you will have to end his life and take the echo of his mind. Perhaps, but extreme measures are all that remain. I have spent centuries pursuing another recourse. This is the only path I have left. Talratha keeps himself locked within his chamber. The only thing he has is his ambit ember. It is what keeps him alive. This, then, will aid you. It is poisoned. Not strong enough to finish the task, but it should weaken him enough to make it easier. He only needs to consume it. I will answer as best I can. You are the first and only of your kind I have encountered. If there are others like you, I have no knowledge of them. This is Nerud, the home and stellar conveyance of the once great Drazir. It was created to find other life in the universe. Unfortunately, it found none. Until you came, of course. Our journey brought us here, to Alepsis Torah. The Drazir studied the phenomenon for many, many years. Within it, they found the secrets of creation itself. Naturally, the Drazir wished to enter the phenomenon, to meet their creator, as it were. Sadly, that turned out to be more dangerous than was calculated. That is a tragic story, I am afraid. But I will oblige. The Drazir wanted to enter Alepsis Torah. It was the only way that remained for them to acquire the knowledge they needed. They did not do so blindly. They knew the risks, but all calculations showed success as a strong likelihood. What actually happened to the Drazir was unexpected. Before Nerud entered, the star still burned. But time moved slowly within Alepsis Torah. Only a century passed for Nerud. Outside, the universe died its long, slow death. Survival was the statistically likely outcome for all. What happened to the Drazir was an anomaly. A few made shelter in a chamber of Talratha's design. He did not agree with the decision to enter Alepsis Torah, and so he made preparations against it. That proved prudent. I do not know what happened to the others that were with him. I can only assume they are dead. Talratha alone remains, against all odds to the contrary. To navigate the ship, I already have access to Nerud's core, but I need the proper information in order to jump the ship safely to its destination, into Alepsis Torah. It is the only course of action that remains. If I jump into Alepsis Torah without the proper navigational data, Nerud will certainly perish. If I do not jump, Nerud will ultimately perish anyway. There is only one plausible solution. It is a supermassive black hole unlike anything else we have encountered. It may seem counterintuitive, but my calculations are without error. This is the only logical course of action, and the only way to save the Drazir. There is no need for worry. Nerud has entered Alepsis Torah once before and survived. It is the Drazir that needs saving. Put simply, yes, but it is quite a bit more complicated than that.
I cannot save the Drazir without Talrotha's aid, but he will not help me. Talrotha is what is known as an astropath. They have been trained to perceive the stellar currents, allowing them to chart impossibly complex paths extemporaneously. Even the most powerful machine cannot perform the calculations necessary. It is much more than information I need. It is Talrotha's very essence. There is no other possibility. If the Drazir can be saved, it is within Alepsis Torah. You and I are all that exists out here. Everything else must exist in there. You will find Talrotha in his chamber. His echo is all that matters.
Glad that's over.
Received from House Nissa.
Come on.
What the Sul call the Axion Dream Cells. Prototypes have been inspected and installed for preliminary evaluation. Initial inspection revealed weak accretion seals on 2 of the cells. The custodian and draft is all assured. Even so, specifications remain well above what will be required to withstand the Nemesis aura. Verification is impossible, but prefatory unit tests support these claims. Accretion seals were not replaced for the remainder of the evaluation, but it is recommended that the Sul improve their quality assurance processes before the houses come to a decision. Polysomnographic tests confirm medical claims. Dream states are achieved on a regular cycle. And all subjects scored high in both states' physical and mental tests.
Damn it. Here they come. Oh, it's over. Whoa, it's over. Holy hell. Holy hell. Yeah. This isn't looking good.
Received from House Prototypes have been inspected and installed for preliminary evaluation.
It's over.
Initial inspection of weak accretion seals on 2 of the cells. The custodian and drop his own.
Holy hell.